I woke up because someone was singing inside my room. But when I opened my eyes, the voice wasn't coming from across the room or from outside. It was coming from under my bed. I know how that sounds. I know. But let me tell you exactly what happened, and maybe you'll understand why I still don't sleep with the lights off. I grew up in a small village in Delta State, Nigeria. It was nothing fancy, just quiet nights, the rustle of palm trees, and people who mostly minded their own business. My grandma used to tell us stories about the chosen queen, a woman picked by the old spirit, the ones nobody calls by name anymore. We all thought it was just one of those old tales to make kids behave. But the thing about folk tales is, they start feeling real the day something strange happens close to home. It all began the night my cousin Ada came to stay with us. She was 17, tall, had a sharp tongue, and was never scared of anything. Earlier that week, she'd told us an old woman stopped her on the road and said, "You have been marked." Ada just laughed it off and kept walking. We all laughed when she told us the story. Why wouldn't we? It sounded ridiculous. That night, around 3 a.m., I woke up to the singing. At first, it just sounded like humming. Soft, slow, almost like a lullaby. Then the words come in, a language I didn't know, but something about it made my skin pull tight. My first thought was that Ada was messing with me. She slept on the other side of the room. But when I looked over, her bed was empty. I whispered her name. Nothing. I quietly checked the bathroom. Empty. Then I heard the humming again. This time, it was clear. It was coming from right under my bed. I froze. You know that kind of fear that feels hot and cold at the same time? That was me. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I didn't even blink. Just stared into the darkness. Then, as suddenly as it began, the humming stopped. A voice whispered, "She is ready." The voice didn't sound human. It was like two people speaking at once, one old and one very, very young. I jumped out of bed and ran outside screaming. My parents woke up. The neighbors came out. Everybody was shouting Ada's name. We searched the entire compound, the main road, even the thick bush behind the house. We didn't find her. Not until morning, just before sunrise. Someone screamed. We all ran towards the big mango tree near the well. There she was. Ada was kneeling on the ground, her eyes wide open but not seeing anything. Her forehead had a single, stark line of white chalk drawn straight across it, just like in the stories Grandma used to tell. She was breathing, but she couldn't talk. She just stared at the ground as if she was listening intently to someone only she could hear. When Grandma arrived, she fell to her knees in front of Ada and started shaking. She said the mark meant the spirits had chosen their queen, a girl who would hear them, speak for them, and carry their messages to the living. Ada was never the same after that day. She barely spoke. Sometimes she would sit bolt upright in the middle of the night and start humming that exact same song I heard, the one from under my bed. I moved out a year later. I still visit home sometimes, but I don't stay the night. Not after the last time. During that visit, Ada looked right at me, smiled in a way that didn't feel like her at all, and whispered, "They're still under your bed. They're waiting." And the worst part, she wasn't joking. I could hear the humming again that night, soft, slow. Almost a lullaby, even though I was sleeping in a different room, miles away in the city. I don't know what they want. I just know they haven't stopped watching me. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever had an experience you can't explain, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories.